Hello and welcome to my channel. In this vlog, I'm going to show you our experience in Marrakech, Morocco, everything from ATVs to belly dancing. But here, I'm just showing you our arrival. We were picked up by our Riad, the lovely Riad Kheirredine, and oh my goodness, this place is simply just breathtaking. But the transfer here was super convenient because they actually organized a pickup from the airport directly to the Riad. And they took our bags to our room while we got to do a lovely tour of the entire premises as well as the surrounding areas. And can we just have a moment of silence for how gorgeous this place is?
You have the old city, a lot of families living here, and then there you have the Koutoubia Mosque, tallest minaret. Courtyard where the Riad was born in 2008. It was the first part which has been renovated.
Okay.
And then it expanded, and now there are three Riads put together, like they're interconnected. And yes, this is the
original
part, yeah.
Okay.
Here is your room.
Oh, okay.
So this is
Okay, so we actually just got to the Riad after like literally 24 hours of traveling, hence all the grease. But yeah, it was great because as soon as we got here, let me take this off, they like picked us up and everything was great and showed us our room, and I'm over here in this full-length mirror and I need to stop. So this is our view. We have the courtyard view and there's like the view of the pool. And the layout is so beautiful. I'll have to get some like footage of the actual layout of the entire Riad. It's quite massive. So yeah, and Dwayne, you have clothes on? Okay. Okay, and this is just the stand-in shower, and then standard room. Dwayne's leaving. Bye, Dwayne. And little double mirrors. Again, there's Jen. Double door to go out. If I walk over here, this is the other window with the view of the courtyard and everything. But it is time for dinner. We're actually having dinner at the Riad, so I need to go ahead and wash this 24-hour funk off of me and get ready. I'll see you guys. And I'll try to vlog with my GoPro later, because it's kind of hard with this camera like in the face or whatever. But we're headed to dinner, got ready super quick, and I'm just wearing this flowy dress, but it's kind of wrinkled. But let's go ahead and go to dinner. So for dinner, we decided to go ahead and have it outside on the rooftop, and I love how Riad Kheirredine has it set up, because essentially you tell them wherever you want to have breakfast, dinner, they will set it up. So you could have it at the courtyard, you could have it poolside. We chose the terrace so we could look at the view of the entire Medina, and it was just amazing. Not to mention that it was a freaking 6-course meal where I've never been so full in my life, and every plate was so delicious. To prayer right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't know, it's like, it's just peaceful. In Marrakesh, amazing. The food was just bomb, like so good. And it's like every time we thought the food was gonna stop, more just kept coming. So yeah.
And all different types of stuff: soup, bread, vegetables.
I forget what those cheese things were called. The cheese wrapped. Yeah. Oh my god. That was so good. That and the dessert was my favorite. We had tiramisu and something else. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead, chill. We literally have been up for more than 24 hours. So, with no sleep, like power naps.
I'm still trying to watch the game, though, which is 12:30 a.m. over here. So
He's trying to watch it. I'm going to bed.
The outcome.
We have ATVs tomorrow, so let's catch us in the morning. So room service just came in with an amazing breakfast. I am so starving. I haven't even washed my face. Like, we're like beat and tired, and I think the jet lag is finally catching up to us, so we have not stuck to. But we're about to eat, and this, see, like, they like feed you insanely. Like, this is the first part of breakfast. Like, this isn't breakfast. This is the first part, like the starter to breakfast. Amazing.
For an excursion, we decided to go ahead and do a half day in the Marrakech desert riding ATVs. We went with the company Dunes and Deserts because we saw amazing reviews online, and the reviews were right. That is one thing. TripAdvisor is the truth. I definitely recommend checking them out before you book any excursion, book your Riad hotel or anything, because even with our Riad, like, TripAdvisor gave them like a perfect score, and all the reviews were like raving about them, and I was like, this has to be overhyped. But no, it wasn't. And our excursion also proved to be true as well. Like, what an amazing experience. One, how many times can you say you got to ride ATVs in the desert in Africa? Like, that doesn't happen. And halfway through the point, you're actually going to stop what you're about to stop and get to have some Moroccan tea and the most delicious crepes you'll ever have ever in life. Okay, so once we got off our ATVs, this was the perfect pit stop. We got to stop at Berber's home and just see, basically our tour guide showed us like the livestock, the hammams, the traditional rooms, and like a cool, concise, but very detailed tour of the premises, as well as a lot of the customs, right before we got to like freshen up and have some tea and Moroccan crepes. Again, until you have Moroccan crepes, you have not lived. Oh my gosh, that's like the main thing I miss about Morocco. Oh, no, no. You tried us. Boo, I don't agree with that. Was I going really slow? He told me I wasn't going slow, but I felt like I was. But I was like scared. I was normal then. After a while, I felt safer. But then by the time I was over, this arm started hurting.
And this for what?
Is that water?
Oh, see the stars. No?
No, is that plumbing?
Watch it.
Okay, so here I'm just showing us freshening up. We got to like clean up a little bit because I mean you do get dirty riding the ATVs before we got to grab a quick bite.
Cheers. In Arabic, cheers is bisaha.
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 Sometimes we say bisaha warraha.
Bisaha. Wahara. Okay. Bisaha. Okay, you want a bisaha? No. Bisaha. And just like that, after we ate, we were right back at it again. Oh my goodness. So, okay, more stuff about the ATVs. One, the speeds range like crazy. On the way back, I swear we were going so fast. But there are some points where you get to slow down. But once you get more experience, like depending on the tour guide and how the group's doing, they'll definitely like liven it up for even more adrenaline rush. Like, I was hanging on for dear life, and Lord, you know, I live for a good camera op, because I don't know how I was holding that selfie stick up. Like, that was actually borderline sketch, but no, it was well worth it. Had such an amazing time, and I didn't get to show me riding, but there was a period where I got to ride as well. So if you do have 2 people on the buggy, you guys can switch off. There are points where you get to stop and trade places. But real talk though, why did I think we were like 03 Bonnie and Clyde? Shout out to Hov and B and the twins. I'm a mess, I know.
It was amazing. Amazing, amazing. We just got done at Dunes and Desert for the ATV. There was like a lot of adventure. Dwayne rode halfway up, and then halfway through I actually switched off. Hey, amazing. It was amazing. So halfway through I switched off and I rode with actually one of the tour guides, who was amazing and so sweet, because I was so scared, and he like convinced me, no, you have to ride it. So I rode it and he rode behind me, and it was perfect. So if you're nervous, I definitely give it a shot. I didn't even think I was gonna drive today. I thought I was just gonna be a passenger, but I ended up driving, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so we actually just got back from Dunes and Deserts, the ATV, like a requirement. You have to do the ATV rides. We actually, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing the buggy another day, Dwayne, if we have time, but there's so much we want to do. But yeah, if you can't do anything else, at least do the half day. That's what we did for time's sake. It was freaking amazing. And as you can see, I'm repping for him. And anything that I'm not saying that you think I should mention? Oh yeah, make sure you bring sunscreen. I know to bring sunscreen, but somehow I guess I forgot, or we just never got to it. Luckily I had like face sunscreen, so we kind of put that on. But anyways, yeah, so now we actually have a hammam scheduled at our Riad. Convenience, I tell you. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the plunge pool just a little bit before, either there or up on the rooftop, which can't really see, but I think it's right over there in that area, just to like refresh, because the weather is so nice.
Okay, so here we headed out to the lovely pool, the plunge pool that's on the roof. Perfect spot for photo ops, as well as it was just amazing weather. So afterwards, after I got my pictures, of course we got to enjoy the sun and the weather before our relaxing hammam. And for our hammam, unfortunately I wasn't able to get footage of the actual hammam because you actually are nude while this is happening, but they do offer couples hammams, and basically someone comes, gets you from your room, takes you to the spa area at the Riad, and we opted for a couples hammam. We had hammam, and then afterwards we got a massage with argan oil, and my goodness, like it was literally like heaven. If you're on the fence, definitely do it. It is an experience you will not forget.
It's for you, so you will say.
Later that night, we decided to go ahead and go out for dinner, and our Riad called a cab for us to pick us up and take us to this place called Azar. They're known mainly for their belly dancing as well as their hookah, but someone from the Riad walked us to the center and got the cab to pick us up, and then also scheduled to take us back to the Riad, which was super convenient. We're here at Azar, which is like a mile away from our Riad, so we actually had to take a taxi, but it's known for its belly dancing. But heads up, the belly dancing starts at 9 p.m. Just be aware of that when we hear. 10 p.m. Thanks, Dwayne. It starts at 10 p.m., so just be aware of that when you make your reservation. We made our reservation for 8:30. I probably would have made it at like 9, but you try low lighting. It's really pretty in here, but it's really dark as well. And we're actually kind of sitting like semi outside, but it's covered. I'll show you guys. I never act natural. What is seafood tangine. And then Dwayne got the, what'd you get it?
I don't know, mixed grill.
Mixed grill. You have to tell me how it is.
Good, I don't know what it is, but it's good.
After the night was over, we got picked up again. Riad organized for us to get picked up by the taxi, and we got to have some Moroccan tea and treats on the rooftop before calling it a night. I can get used to this.
We having tea again.
Yes, we are. So, what were your thoughts on Azar, Dwayne?
I thought it was cool. A cool atmosphere. And I liked the little terrace they had was where we sat, and I thought that was a fun little thing, and it was perfect weather for like sitting outside.
That's true.
It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cool.
That's
no
fair.
bugs or anything. So it was good. The food was just okay. Like I wouldn't go back if I came here again.
I feel like honestly you can get that anywhere. It wasn't that great to me. It was okay.
It's Mediterranean food, mainly Lebanese.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like amazing. And granted, we got like traditional like Moroccan food at a Lebanese place, which I'm sure probably their Lebanese food probably was better. But it was really overpriced, and the atmosphere was nice though. So overall, it was comme ci comme ça, okay. But so far, our best meal has been here at the Riad, and Dwayne is in love with the tea. You do such a good job.
I know, I'm feeling good.
Okay. We actually went to bed after this, so I'm going to go ahead and end on this note. I think this is a perfect cutting point and transition to vlog number 2, the rest of our time in Marrakesh. Boy.